Hi kids, this is Mrs. Gress. Today I'm going to show you how to do the first 2 pages in your maps packet. This packet has the World Maps Study Guide on the front of it. And we're going to start with doing this page titled Boning Up on Directions. You can write your name at the top of the page, and then let's read the directions. A compass rose shows the 4 cardinal directions: north, south, east, and west. It can also show intermediate directions that lie in between the cardinal directions. The intermediate directions are northeast, northwest, southeast, and southwest. Notice that we never name the intermediate directions east-north or east-south or west-south. The intermediate directions always begin with north or south first. Then east or west follows. Northeast, northwest, southeast, and southwest. Help Boomer find a special treat. Use the compass rose to help you. Here are the directions. You're going to need your ruler and a pencil for this assignment. Begin at the dot labeled start, right here. Move 2 spaces north and draw a dot. Connect the 2 dots. So if you're starting at this dot that says start right here and you're going 2 spaces north, that means you're going this direction on your paper. Instead of saying north is over this direction towards the compass, you're going to pretend like this compass is sitting right here on the start, so that basically you're standing in the center of the compass. If you're standing right here on the compass and you're going north, you're going this direction. 2 spaces means you're going to go 1, 2, and then put a dot. So I'm going to put the dot first, and then I'm going to use the ruler right beside this line to mark it a little bit darker. You might even want to use a colored pencil to do this so that it shows up a little bit better. All right, we did move 2 spaces north and draw a dot. Next, move 1 space northwest and draw another dot. Then connect the dots. Now, on this compass rose, north is up, south is down, east is to the right, and west is to the left. So northwest is going to be halfway between north and west. That's what this NW stands for, is northwest. So northwest is going to be this direction if you are standing right here. So you're not going to start at this dot and then go that way to get to the northwest. Instead, you're going to pretend like this compass rose is moved right over here to right where you are standing. So if you're standing in the center of the compass rose and you go 1 space northwest, then you're going this direction. So I'm going to draw a dot right there, 1 space northwest, and then I'm going to put the ruler along the edge. I always want to make sure that the hand that has the pencil is not crossing over the other arm to draw this. So I wouldn't want to put the ruler here and then cross my arms over to draw, because that's much more difficult. So if you're right-handed, then you hold the ruler in place with 2 fingers with your left hand, and then you draw the line with your right hand, like that. Continue with the steps below in the same manner to reveal Boomer's special treat. Check off each step as you complete it. All right, so then you're going to go down to the bottom part of the page to get your next directions. Move 1 space southwest. So from here, which is where I left off, I'm going to go this direction. Remember, I pretend like I'm standing in the center of the compass and I'm going this way. So if I'm standing in the center of the compass, I'm going this way. So I draw a dot. I'm going to put the ruler here, right next to these 2, and connect the dots. After I've done that one, I put a check mark on it and then you go to the next one. When you have finished all of these steps, you should be able to figure out what the picture is, write it down here, and then you can show it to me in a video. The next page is on the back, and it is titled Hot on the Trail. Instead of using a compass rose, for this one we're going to be using a map scale. You will also need a Post-it note in addition to your ruler and your pencil to do this page. Frankie the Fox has been stealing chickens from farmers all over Canine County. Help Boomer track down Frankie by following the clues below. Directions. Cut out the ruler at the bottom of the page. You do not need to cut out the ruler because your ruler has centimeters marked on it. So you do not need to cut out the ruler at the bottom of the page. Just use the wooden ruler that I gave you. And on this side, where it numbers only to 12, those are inches. On this side, where it numbers all the way up to 30, these are centimeters. And it probably has a little cm or mm on this side. The reason is because from the first line to the one here, this amount is a centimeter. But from the first line to the second line, just this little tiny amount is called a millimeter. That's why some rulers have mm instead of cm on them. All right, the directions say, cut out the ruler at the bottom of the page. We're just going to use our wooden ruler. Use the ruler and the map scale to help you. Draw a line from place to place to show Boomer's route. Write each distance in kilometers Boomer traveled on the map. All right, so here's the map scale. It shows that 1 centimeter, which is from here to here, is 5 kilometers. 2 centimeters, which is from here to here, is 10 kilometers. 1 cm, centimeter, equals 5 km, kilometers. All right, Boomer began his quest in Bonesboro. He traveled how many kilometers northeast to Fleetown? The first thing you're going to do is draw a line from Bonesboro to Fleetown. Here's Bonesboro, here's Fleetown. So I'm going to start by drawing that line. So now I have a line from Bonesboro to Fleetown. Now I need to measure the line. So I'm going to turn my paper a little bit and use my ruler. And according to my ruler, it is 4 centimeters. 4 centimeters from Bonesboro to Fleetown. Now, 1 centimeter is 5 kilometers. So I can multiply or add up 5s. This is 5, 10, 15, 20 kilometers. So beside this line on my worksheet, I'm going to write 20 kilometers, like that. Okay? And I'm also going to write it down here in this blank. Boomer began his quest in Bonesboro. He traveled 20 kilometers northeast to Fleetown. So I put the 20 in here also. Number 2 says from Fleetown, Boomer trekked how many kilometers southeast to the north shore of Lake Frisky? If he's starting at Fleetown and he's going southeast, then he's going this direction. And this is the dot that's at the north edge of Lake Frisky. So I'm going to connect these two with a line using the ruler, like that. And then I'm going to use the centimeter side of the ruler and measure. Remember, each centimeter is 5 kilometers. This looks to me like it is 5 centimeters. So that would be 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 kilometers. So on this line, I'm going to write 25 kilometers. And then I'm also going to put it in this blank, 25 kilometers. Okay? So, as you are answering the questions down at the bottom, make sure you draw the lines on the map and write the distance beside each line. When you're done, you're going to find the total distance Boomer traveled on his journey. To do that, I want you to add up all of the distances that you wrote down all the way around his route over here on the side and make them into an addition problem. So to find the total distance he traveled, you're adding up all of the distances over on this side of the map. If you have any questions about this, send me an email.